Hi guys, it's Mark Zickery, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zickery of Space Command. Or should I say Space Command? So I hope you're all staying safe and well during the pandemic. It's definitely interesting times. Of course, as science fiction fans, we've been here a bunch of times before in movies, TV shows, books, you name it. But still, this is kind of virtual reality in a way that we would rather not have it, quite frankly. You are in the middle. It's your adventure. Well, a little too much adventure. But that said, there's tons of stuff going on with Mr. Sci-Fi and Space Command, and I'm going to hip you to it here. But here's the coolest part. We're doing a new Space Command episode during the pandemic. I'll tell you exactly how we're doing it, and you can be part of it every step of the way. We're going to have it be inclusive, so you'll get to see the script as it's being developed. You'll get to see the scenes as we're shooting them. You'll get to see on and on and on. It's going to be really, really, really cool. It'll be basically, you'll be the Hollywood insider. You'll be part of this as if you were a fly on the wall, as if you were part of the writing and production staff. It's going to be super, super, super cool. So meantime, here's the latest in overall everything. Kickstarter campaign has 2 more days. We're perilously close to falling below our target, and of course, if that happens, none of that money. We lose $48,000. So if you can pledge any amount of money, that would be hugely helpful. Just 2 more days, that's it, and then we'll know. And that would allow us to keep our doors open and keep moving forward, because we're in post-production on hours 2 and 3, getting visual effects shots delivered every day, and we're in prep on hour 4, building sets, building creatures, all of that stuff, getting ready to shoot. Now, our team, our people are either working at home or in 1 or 2 at most, using social distancing, all that stuff. We're being very careful, even at our studio, which is staying open. But there are daily expenses, and we got to find the way to cover them. And some of them I'm covering out of my own pocket. Kind of drained my savings account the other day for that purpose, but comes with the territory. But if you can throw a few shekels at us, that would be lovely. And so there's the Kickstarter campaign. If you're feeling expansive, devil may care during this time, you can buy a Space Command share or several shares at $7,500 each. Then you get my profits, some of my profits in Space Command. I'm happy to send you all the information. There'll be information below here. Subscribe to Mr. Sci-Fi. Ding the bell. We're posting almost every day. But and by the way, the audio play is getting done. It's sounding terrific with Mike Harney and Doug Jones and Mira Furlan, Bill Mumy, Robert Picardo. It's the prequel that's also being done as a graphic novel and as an animatic. It's just, these are things you guys are going to love, absolutely love. And also, we've started working on the new episode, because and by the way, CW is still actively looking at Space Command, and Amazon is as well. We're going to be reaching out to other networks and other friends who are executives at these places. CW just requested 2 other projects of mine be submitted. One is Magic Time, which Amazon is also now considering, and a new show I'm creating, Elaine and I are creating with Howard Benjamin, our friend Howard, called Past Lives, Passed, and it's a very cool show with 2 very interesting female protagonists. And but that said, I decided that even with all of this stuff going on and the fur flying, that it wasn't enough adventure for me, enough excitement. So I said, well, what could be even crazier? Obviously, doing a new episode of Space Command entirely during the pandemic. And how are we going to do that? I'm glad you asked. The idea is this. Elaine and I write it. We have our actors shoot it at home, their homes, on their own cameras, whether it's their cell phone, their computer, whatever they have handy. And then we knit it together into a narrative. And sometimes they'll shoot on green screen, sometimes they'll shoot with the real backgrounds like here. And we'll also be utilizing some footage that we haven't yet utilized in Space Command, some visual effects shots, things like that. We'll be just very clever, very inventive. And so far, Mike Harney from Project Blue Book and Orange is the New Black and Star is Born and For All Mankind is aboard. He's also in Deadwood, by the way, but he plays Jack Cameron's father. You can see him in the first hour of Space Command. We're posting that as webisodes each week, so we're up to 7. If you haven't seen those, or if you haven't seen the full hour that includes a ton of stuff that we hadn't posted before, please get aboard for that. And so it stars Mike Harney, Ethan McDowell, Brian McClure, We're reaching out to Doug Jones, Robert Picardo, Mira Furlan, Bill Mumy. I'm going to be reaching out to Armin Shimmerman, Ethan Phillips, Gigi Edgley, all the actors who have already agreed to be in Space Command. I thought it'd be fun to have them in this. So it's just this really cool experiment. Now, here's the fun part. So each day, Elaine and I are writing on the script. Now, Elaine and I wrote a draft yesterday, April 1st. And then today, April 2nd, in the interim, Elaine had some ideas, and so the two versions are radically different. And so, and the version tomorrow will be further along yet, and so forth. So each new draft, we're going to post on this link below, and you can actually read it. You can download it. And again, Nichelle Nichols is going to be in the new episode. The scene that we shot with Nichelle will be there. It's going to be really cool. So so don't miss out. And again, not to beat a half-dead horse, but but if you've been watching Mr. Sci-Fi for free, if you've been enjoying all this stuff for free and never put in a penny, now might be the time to think of doing that, because I want to keep my studio open. I want to keep Space Command moving forward. I want to keep my people. I have a small team of people, like less than 10, but I want to keep them on salary so they don't have to find other jobs or starve. And so if you've never put any money towards Space Command, now might be a time to think, well, I can spare $20, $50, $100, $1 million, whatever. And we also have a Patreon page if you want to, throw in like $20 a month, as if you were, buying a DVD each month or a, book or whatever, because there's certainly a ton of content here. And so that's, there's no requirement. We're going to continue doing Mr. Sci-Fi for free, but it'd be nice if you were paying part of the way. It'd be much appreciated. And beyond that, we're going to have our table meeting tonight, Thursday night. And so we'll be doing a live stream with Mr. Sci-Fi so you can see what we do at our round table, and we continue. So again, the links to the scripts will be down here, as will be the Kickstarter link and the GoFundMe link and the information on how to buy shares of Space Command. And it all moves forward. We all move in the same direction. So that's about it for now. So we will talk to you really soon, and it's an amazing time. I was talking to Dave Edison yesterday, and people have been asking how I can be so upbeat through all of this time when so many people are afraid and really worried. And, death is definitely the great equalizer in certain ways. But my view toward everything in my life is the more challenges that are thrown my way, my response is to maintain a positive attitude, to be a beacon of hope and light, and to continue my work, which is to reach out to others with profound truths and entertaining stories and all of that stuff. So the pandemic is yet just another challenge to be positive and find happiness in every single day. I'm here with Elaine and my dogs, and I'm doing the work I love, and I have you guys, and what's to complain about? Hopefully we'll all stay safe and well, and we're being careful. We're, I'm exercising, but, keeping social distance, wearing gloves. My gym is closed, so I'm, just running on a track nearby at a park, but again, being very careful. So that's about it for now. And we'll talk to you really soon. Make sure, again, you subscribe to Mr. Sci-Fi, ding the bell, and talk to you soon. Bye, guys.